Honorable Del Castillo.
Sir, before we proceed, a letter from the office of the mayor was handed to the representation with a notation that the matter. Looking at the request, I believe that we cannot act to the entire request. Because what is urgent really is to be paid to it is only 5. So identify that we include this matter and so that it's taking out by the problem. With that, Madam Chair, I hope that we include this request of from the office of the City Mayor requesting for the budget and report to pertain to the appropriation para continuing appropriation everything the expenditure under other matter there are reports Madam Chair that gambling, rampant gambling and the intel at the media has been done in so I think I need to discuss the matter under other matters so that we can be enlightened to what will be happening.
I talked to Mr. Gumba yesterday, pero may operations in daw with instruction from the mayor. Yes. So maybe we can ask Mr. Gumba?
Yes, Madam Chair. That's why we should also look into what was approved in San Luis.
Yes.
What is really happening.
Ayun, kada ako na talaga. Thank you, Honorable. And Honorable Rosa. Other matters. Thank you, Honorable Delca. Honorable Rosales, resolution of condolence.
Gents, Madam Chair of the Committee on Rules, may I request inclusion in our special business and order resolution of condolences to the Biri family of the late former Barangay Kagawad, Crispa Maniago Fortuna, o Barangay Sabah.
Kagawad Sabah. Under SBO. Okay, so it's included. So can we go back to item number 5 of SBO?
The proposed resolution of condolences to the bereaved family of the late
Honorable Rosales,
Maniago.
conjoined and collective motion, approved. Next item.
The letter dated September 6, 2022 of Mr. Delphine Aguilar, acting SO head, requesting for authority to charge against the current appropriation in 2019 and 2020 amounting to 1.450 million.
Budget.
For this purpose, we invited Mr. Aguilar and the City Budget Officer, Mr. Frank Mendoza.
Good. I think that last session, we requested the presence of the City Budget Officer. Hi na. Maya man. It's only Mr. Aguilar who is present. Rules are still suspended. Mr. Aguilar is acknowledged. Okay na. This was taken up during the committee hearing of the Committee on Appropriation. Mr. Honorable Avios. This was okay, Mr. Aguilar, you have the floor. The rules are suspended. You are recognized. Pakiapod ginari si City Budget Officer.
Good morning to everyone, Madam Chair and the Honorable Council. This letter dated September 6, 2022 requests the Sangguniang Panglungsod for the passage of resolution uh, granting our office, ESO, to charge the amount of 1,450,000. This is actually to pay, Madam Chair, the two yearbooks as requested by the Camarines National High School back in the year 2019 and 2020. Supposed to be the charging of this this combined amount of 1,450,000 was with the Special Education Fund. However, the office of our accountant disapproved the charging, and we were requested that the charging of this amount be with the general fund. So, ito po yung background po nitong matter po, Madam Chair.
Okay, Honorable Del Castillo.
Is for the payment of yearbook. I think yearbook should be shouldered by the student themselves. We should not let them that the city will underwrite the cost of their yearbook. They can graduate from even from high school, college, elementary without a yearbook. So it's not an obligation of the government, Madam Chair. So I think we should not let that kind of expenditure be passed. Because we will be, pero pagpaparapaasa ng maraming mga estudyante kayo sa syudad. Pwede man magkatapos ng pag-eskwela na may yung yearbook. It's optional. Siguro kung tuition yan, Madam Chair, I will be the first one to request this body to pass an ordinance reverting that so that it can cover the tuition fee of our students, but not for yearbook.
Okay, thank you,
Madam
Honorable Del Castillo. Ms. Aguilar, dati na ba kitang nagtatao para sa yearbook ang Kamhay?
Yes po.
Kasarin pa.
Before I assumed the office, since the administration po of Mr. Hernanes Soron, the Camarines National High School was already requesting, during graduation time, they were already requesting this
Then
yearbook.
requesting o igwasinda, may natataang sinda?
Yes po. Actually, from what I know, this request for the yearbook for 2019 and 2020 were part of the budget for CEF for those 2 years.
For ESO.
Kaya lang po, pang ginibo po si 2022 budget, dahil na po siya nakaiba. So therefore, kang pig process ta po si accounts po kaning duwang publishing houses. Yun nga po to, pig charge sa CEP, however, it was disapproved. So we have to find source so that we can pay these two accounts, Madam Chair. So
yearbook is anong year? Itong yearbook anong year?
ito pong inot is 2019. Under ang supplier ta po is Sorbano Publishing. And then for 2020, our supplier is AMS Press. Same school, Camarines Sur National High School.
So pig charge ko ta sa SCF kaya na disapprove.
Yes po, because we don't have, hindi po siya, may pong appropriation for 2022 budget. That's why it was disapproved.
Okay, Mr. Mendoza, Mr. Mendoza is already around, the city budget officer.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Just to put things in proper perspective, we have the Education Code, that's Ordinance Number 2015-0112, wherein under Section 27, it states payment to supplement basic operational needs of public school. Now, under letter ano po? Under letter G, it states, in addition to the above items, the school board shall allocate such amount herein stated or necessary for the following basic operational needs. To wit, letter G, for graduation fee assistance of 300 pesos per graduating beneficiary for items such as but not limited to toga, yearbook, rental of sound system, and meals and snacks for guests and teachers. Now, under the education code, ini po charge sa special education fund. Pero lately, nag-alwas pa ang COA ng AUM, sinabi nila na dahil ni kabali duman sa pwedeng i-charge sa SEF. Kaya pag abot sa accounting, dahil na po pinaagi. So, kaya this is the first time na big-dual po sa sanggunian ay charge na sa general fund. So, as to the query whether student o kaya school o kaya city ang ma-assume, sinusunod na lang po si ordinance. Kaya lang ang kaiban lang, dati sa SEF, ngunyan, pigro-request na sa general fund.
Comment, Honorable Rosales?
Check ko po, Madam Chair, si ordinance. Yawan man ang ganitong, ayan, letter G. Kaya lang nakalag po sa first part ng section 27, in addition to the above items, the school board shall allocate such amount. Now, since igbawalan ang school board, may man sinabi na city government ang ma-shoulder kayan in lieu of the school board. Ako kaya, Madam Chair, tubod ako duman sa sabi ni Councilor Badong del Castillo, perhaps it should be shouldered by the students. In fact, di ko aram kung totoo, Madam Chair, na majority kang students kang kamhay, bako man sa Naga eh. So, I think we might be spending na bako man for Nagueños. Yan po ang sakuyang stand dyan, Madam Chair.
Madam Chair.
Mr. Mendoza?
While we agree with the wisdom of the statement of the two councilors, kaya lang po the ordinance does not make any distinction. Dahil may sinabi kong estudyanteng taga-sain, sinasabi lang, iskwilan sa Naga. So, ini po, in pursuance malakang city ordinance, but we will follow whatever is the final decision of the Sangguniang.
Honorable Del Castillo?
First, the ordinance states that it should be charged against the special education fund. Kundi nga ni, pwede sa SAF. Most probably, dahil man yan pwede sa general fund. And pag nag-appropriate kita sa general fund, we are violating our own ordinance. Na nakasabi sa SAF, dapat charge. Remember, Madam Chair, that the ordinance is still subsisting up to now.
2015.
They must amend. And even this request will not amend that ordinance.
Honorable Lito Del Rosario?
Ako, Madam Chair, nasa dilemma ako kung ma-subscribe ako sa request or not. Indeed, yung yearbook, pero kumbaga sa mga estudyante, ano man nila yan. However, may ordinance kayo nagsabi na kayo puan mag-assist ang city. Detalyado pati ang ordinansa ng education code, naka-itemize, saro-saro. Brigada eskwela, recognition fee assistance, graduation fee assistance, rental of sound system, no. Ang mga magulang baga pwede man mag-contribute for the rental of sound system. However, yung ordinance nagsasabi, and we have to respect the ordinance, including meals and snacks for guests and teachers. So encompassing siya just to set yung kumbaga sa toga, yearbook. So, nakabugtak yan. Ngunyan, kang ginibo ini Madam Chair, ordinansang ini kan 2015 ang hapot ko ki Sir Frank kang pig-implement ini kan so arin lang nagsabi ang COA na dai na pwede. So naglipas ang 2015, 16, 17, 18. Kan so arin lang siya nagsabi na dai na siya pwede.
If I recall it right, Madam Chair, igwa ng AOM bago mag-pandemic. So siguro mga 2019. Kaya lang
2019.
succeeding years or 2020, succeeding years halos may iman ng klase.
Succeeding, yes. Pero itong atras 15, 16, 17, 18.
Mahi pa.
So go pa siya, nakaka-charge pa siya.
Iya pa. In fact, even before inipong ordinance namin, ginigibutan na talaga yan. Tayo pa ni, I think may Robredo pa eh. Kaya lang, iba-iba si sistema pag-charge. Kang ginibo yung education code, saka na pig-institutionalize. Kasi mga ginigibot na dati, piglag na sa ordinance. Pigsurat na.
Okay. So ang kwelang igdi, pinalipas mo na kang COA. Every year baga, di ba, may COA audit kita, may COA findings. So for 3 years, dahil nagsitar ang COA. Ngunya lang nagsitar. So mayaman may kasalan. Mayaman kasalan. Ang ordinance sa malinaw, nag-extend kita ng assistance. Di ba? Ngunyan, after 3 years, saka nagsabi ang COA na dapat sa iba i-charge. Dahil man sa, ano ang sinasabi kang COA audit? Dahil man sa nagsabing pundohon. Ang sinasabi niya lang, dahil pwedeng i-charge sa SEF.
Yes, dahil
Correct.
nakalista naman sa SEF circular.
Kung kita maninindugan, mahanap kitang remedyo. Because dapat irespeto tayong ordinansang yan. Di ba? Ang sinabi lang kang COA, dahil niya sinasabing illegal yan. Ang sinasabi kang COA, dahil yan pwedeng i-charge sa SEF. So meaning, tinataan kita ng option. You can look for other funds, sources of funds. Di ba? Sa iyan ang pagmati ko. How I wish na kan panahon ko, igwaman akong nakuha ang mga yearbook eh. Dahil ko aram, garo binugta ko duman, gusto ko lang maging driver or police. Kaya lang, talagang dahil man ako gifted kang maripa si General, naging police. Ano? Kasi ang yearbook yan, Madam Chair, tabang taman yan duman sa mga pobreng mga estudyante. Ngunyan, sinasabi ni Attorney Oying Rosales, ang iba dyan, bako man mga taga-naga, the more nganing dapat tabangan ta because we are big brother to other member municipalities kang Metro Naga Development Council. We are advocating the big brother concept. Incidentally, si Mr. Frank Mendoza, Executive Director kang Metro Naga Development Council. Nagtukaw siya for several years as Executive Director. Dapat iyon ang pagiling ta, Madam Chair.
At yan.
Iyon dapat ang pagiling ta sa kuya. So, yun man lang yan, Madam Chair. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Honorable Del Rosario. Any other comments from the members? Honorable Del Rosario.
Ang request ko, Madam Chair, is ibalik tani kay Sir Frank and mag-manifest kung saan pwedeng i-charge. Kung mahanapan ng remedyo, kung saan pwedeng i-charge. Basta bako lang charge sa experience. Maghanap siguro ng ibang kung anong paagi. Kasi dahil man sinasabi kang COA, again, utrohon ko, Madam Chair, dahil man sinasabi kang COA na bawal yan. Ang sinasabi lang kang COA, dahil hindi yan pag-charge sa SEF. Pero yan sa sinabi niya na audit observation memorandum. Thank you,
So
Madam.
we return this back to Honorable Rosales. You comment?
A question lang to Sir Frank, Madam Chair. Pirang public school ang provide ng taning yearbook? Is it just Kamay or all public schools in Naga?
Pipin.
Yearly po, usually ang nagre-request lang po ng
Yearbook.
yearbook is Camarines Sur National High School.
Ang ibang eskwelahan,
The other
mga
schools, kasi po, ito pong binanggit din na supposed to be assistance po kang Rusef. Ang agreement po kaya with the Camarines Sur National High School, they will not be requesting for other needs for graduation except for this yearbook.
Yearbook lang talaga.
So mayo na pong iba. Yan lang po ang hinahagad nilang assistance.
Okay. Honorable Rosales.
I wanted to ask Madam Chair because kung ang premises to help public schools, why just come high? I think we're being selective on the matter. In fact, if we're going to appropriate for something, we cannot be selective. Dapat nga ni garo kita nagka-class legislation eh. So that's my premise on that, and I wanted to ask baka ano
Madam Chair.
may implication.
Okay, Mr. Aguilar.
Yes po. When I assumed the office po last October, and then we were talking about the graduation, nag-meeting po kami with the different heads from the elementary level and the secondary level. So may president po kaya sinda, mga teachers po yun, mga principal actually. And part of our agreement is that what transpired actually, ang Kamhay, consistent po sinda na yearbook lang ang hagadin nila. While the other schools, igwa mo po sindang mga kanya-kanyang request. So I think bako man po need to be selective. It's just that ang request lang po ng Kamhay is only yearbook to maximize or utilize po itong allocation po nila for
300.
yes, 300 per student. And then the other schools, igwa mo po sindang kanya-kanyang request. And we have the records po for this na
May man ibang
mayo pong
school na nag-request
mayo pong
na
nagre-request na yearbook except Kamhay. So we are not being selected as the Honorable Rosales is mentioning.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Aguilar.
Just a follow-up question, Madam Chair. So, do we mean to say na from this point onwards, yearbook, they will continue to request for the said yearbook despite na
charge.
pinagbabawal under the COA to charge under SEF? Tasaylo kay Madam Chair, if COA said na nila ang pwedeng charge yan for assistance to school, then we should limit our assistance to those which were only provided under the COA circular. Kung pinagbawal na ang yearbook, well, moving forward, inikya 2019 pa, Madam Chair. Pero sa iling ko, 2022 onwards, we should limit duman sa mga assistance that are only allowed under the SEF from the COA circular.
Para dahil na nalilipisilan maghanap kung sa income source of
Yes
funds.
po, I would
Pwede
agree.
masabihan na bawal na nga ikang COA, dahil na yan ang i-request ninda.
Actually may problem po Madam Chair kasi ini pong duwang yearbook na pig request nito for 2019 and 2020 may request po actually sinda for 2021 na data po napaprocess. So ini po ang pig-aabangan niya actually. So mapamang pong agreement na ink between the Camarines National High School and the publisher until such time na maayos po ini yung
Kaya nga,
duwang
kung igwa ng request 2021, nakapag-ibon na sinda.
Dahil pa po.
Dapat mo niyan pa lang, sabihan na sindang
Yes po.
base sa COA, dahil na pwedeng i-charge sa SEF. Takon dahil, mapoproblema na naman kitang maghanap kung sa inyo ni-charge. Oo, ma-source na naman. Ma-work ang magic hands ni Mr. Mendoza. Okay, Honorable Perez. Pero Mayo.
Oh, hello. Hello, sweetheart. Oh, ayan. Ayos.
Yan pala ng password mo May password ka pala.
Gusto ko lang pumarama kay Mr. Aguilar. That amount of 1.5 million, that is for 2 school years, ay 2 yearbooks, 2020 and 2021.
2020.
Halos mabaga sindarayan.
Actually, yes po. For duwang publishing houses po
Kaya nga
involved. Yes.
let's say tig 700.
700 plus and then 600 plus po.
Does that amount represent the whole cost of the publication of the yearbook for that particular year? Or counterpart lang yan?
The whole cost po.
Talagang kita ang ma-assume.
Yes po.
Ang ano kaya talaga hindi, pwedeng maging president yan, ano? Gabos na mag-ararog. Masalangkaw ang 750,
isa sa sound system lang ang aga doon. So, you have to multiply that kung perang eskwelahan. And that's only for high school. Paano pag nagkapritso mo ng ang elementary school? Saka ang moral issue dito, bako man yung basic, na dapat, kung may kapritso, sagot mo yan kang estudyante o kang pamilya. Ang iba nga ng eskwelahan nagpo-fundraising, saka tapos papagyo lang sa madaling paagi, na bako man nga ning madali, tayo isosource na pangani. And that's it. Pero halang kaon mo na maray, na pag multiply mo sa, let's say, 20, that's a huge amount. Lalo naman niya panahon, pero that would be a big crime na dakulang amount i-allocate na lang sa yearbook. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Perez. So, sumunya na itong 2021 inda, mayong tinuga ang city na babayadan ng yearbook. Kaya kita nakakompromise sa inda.
Actually, Madam Chair, yun na po ito si request nila for itong nakaagi pong graduation. Kasi we had already the meeting and that was part of the agreement already. Kasi nag-base po sila sa previous na nagre-request po ang Kamhay, ang
So,
Camarines.
after kaining babayadan na ini for 2019 and 2020, igwa pa sindang papabayadan na 2021.
Once po ma-close ang bill po with the publisher po. Kasi yun po ito sa request nila, another yearbook for the past school year po.
Okay lang nga, pero may ano nga ni kita na dahil na siya pwedeng i-charge sa SCF kasi sa audit report kang COA. May request, Honorable Del Rosario.
I-letter ni Mr. Aguilar, yung charge na sa other maintenance and operating expenses of ESO. Yan.
Ayun, very good.
May we request passage of
Oh, yan sa 2019 and 2020. Itong 2021, sa ina naman yung dahil charge.
Sige.
Taduman sa
May,
katong...
Sir Pipin? Sir Frank, siguro ang wordings lang kang request ang kay Juan Ayuson. Can we have clarification from the budget officer?
Mr. Mendoza?
I understand, Madam Chair, the intent of the office is, if I may rephrase, may we respectfully request the passage of a resolution authorizing the charging against the current appropriation for other maintenance and operating expenses. Sigurado kang dapat si wording. Pero ang intent, halos the same man lang. Prior year po kayo ng obligation, so it would be requesting the authority from the Sangguniang Panlungsod to charge against the current appropriation for other MOE the amount of 1.45 million for the yearbook.
Di daw maapektuhan ang performance kang office kung ibabawas yan. Dakulaon baga.
Ayun po.
Dakulaon.
Ang reality kaya, Madam Chair, talagang medyo
Baka ano ang isasakripisyo ang ipo-forgo sa mga programs kang ESO para lang makabayad kita kani.
again, Madam Chair, we submit to the wisdom of the Sangguniang.
Okay, Honorable Rosales?
Madam Chair, ang last budget year, this budget year, during the budget hearings last year, si Sir Frank pa po ang pamayo kang Education, Scholarship, and Sports Office. So I'm sure he knows if there is still an available fund for this. May we ask that to Sir
Mr. Mendoza?
Apo po.
Mr. Mendoza?
What project, program, or activity will be foregone if we will charge this amount under the ESO fund?
The account other maintenance and operating expenses is intended for hindi pong sa Queen program kang city. Pag chinarge na yan, actually, mahanap na naman kaming source na gagamiton para sa Queen.
Sa
Queen.
Sa Queen?
Yes.
Oh, Masasakripisyo.
So,
Hindi naman-
ano po ang, may I ask the priority of the office? Ano ang mas priority nila? Is it the Queen program or the yearbooks?
Mr. Aguilar, ano yung priority? Mas may kabat.
Kasi po,
Si Queen program o yung yearbook?
ang clear po, Madam Chair, there is no additional source of funding. May mawawaran project, program, or activity kung sa inyo charge na po ini.
That's my question. Ano ang mawawara na serbisyo sa ESO kung hahalian sininda ng budget ng 1.5 million sa other operating expenses? Sa Queen. Mag-angal kayo ng mga...
Madam Chair, I think mas priority po ang Queen.
O kaya nga ni, mas priority ang Queen. Kaya dapat itong 2021, sabihan mo na dain na pwede.
I think we will have siguro mapaapod po kami meeting with the school head of Kamhay to discuss this matter, Madam Chair. While they pa po nagmamaterialize ang
Oo.
request
And every
nila.
December, may program kita sa Queen. Pag
Yes,
ganyan na sa last quarter. O, dahil daw maapektuhan ito. Itong last quarter allocation for Queen's program. Honorable Del Castillo.
First, for me, data pwedeng isakripisyo ang programa sa Queen.
Dahil nga ni. Pwede.
Dahil lang igdiyo. Bilangon ta sa quantity kan mapakinabang sa Queen program, mas dakul. Kisa kan mapakinabang igdi, Madam Chair. Second point. Sigan kaputang kwartang yan. Mayo na, actually, manangani kita nga na appropriated balance. Ano tayo pa-prioritize na? Si least priority. Mayo nga na kitang pambayad na sa kuryente, sa fuel and oil. Ano tayo pa-prioritize na ni? Na iniyo, bako ang priority, it can be shouldered by the student themselves or the parent of the student. Bako man yung importanteng pagkain na bayadan ng mga graduate estudyante. It's not like that.
Pero nakatali kaya kita duman sa ordinance na
No, Madam
pigpasarta.
Chair, the ordinance says that it should be charged to the
To
special
SES.
education fund. It does not say that it be chargeable to other funds of the city.
Tama. Okay, so there was it's not an official motion.
So I will now move, Madam Chair, that we deny the request.
Second. Okay, there's an objection, Honorable Del Rosario. So we go to the division of the House. Who are in favor of denying the said request of the ESO to charge the 1.5 million to other maintenance operating expenses for the payment of the Camarines Sur National High School yearbook. Please raise your right hand for who are in favor. In favor. In favor. Si gusto o si ano? In favor of please repeat the motion. The motion of the Honorable Del Castillo to deny the request. Who are in favor, kindly raise your right hand. Denying.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6. Those who are not in favor,
1, 2, 3.
3. So, majority,
Abstention, 2.
consensus, 6, pera. 6 for,
6, 4, 2. 2 abstention, Madam
2 abstention. What's the reason for your abstention?
Councilor
Reason, Councilor Tripulca
Councilor Peñaflor.
and Councilor Peñaflor. Ngunyan, pag nag-abstain, dapat isabi nindo ang result kung taano ta nag-abstain para maliwanag, ha?
Considering, Madam Chair, balancing both arguments, Madam Chair, I am not yet ready to dispose of my this position, Madam Chair, because I am still looking at some considerations like if ever po, Madam Chair, kung ini po aram ko pong dati ng ginigibo, pero hinihiling ko pa po, Madam Chair, kung
Si dating ginigibo, may kwarta pa ka ito.
iga po kaya kita ngunyan, Madam Chair po.
Kaya.
Actually po,
Kanya
iga po
kaya.
kita ngunyan ning may pinag-agyan po kitang pagsasakit, Madam Chair, inani po ang sa fuel tapos sa electricity, mga other considerations pa po, Madam Chair, and some priorities po that should be addressed first before that, Madam Chair.
Okay, thank you, Honorable Tripulca. Honorable Peñaflor, why are you abstaining? Your reason?
Thank you po, Madam Chair. Sa kuya po kaya, baka po kaya sa kada ko nang iskwilan sa siyudad ng Naga, baka pag naaraman ng araw ka na ikaw pala, itataong araw ka ni makaabil sinda ng libre pong yearbook. Mag-aral po gabos, di mas dakol po ang gagastusun kang siyudad ng Naga, kaysa po duman sa Queen. So, sa Queen man po, mas kayo po ni kang mga estudyante, nakakatabang po ang supplemental food para sa inda. Matitios po ang yearbook kaysa po itong sa pangay po ning hawak. Salamat po.
So, thank you, Honorable Peñaflor. Honorable Tripulca.
To forget, Madam Chair, there are still some things that should be charged from the ESO, pero ngunyan medyo nangangalas nga po ako na pwede pala itong mga we've undergone some some difficulties before may pong masyado ang ko po dito is available na money. I don't think that we have sufficient money po to give po niyan. So yan po, hiniling ko pa yung duwang bagay, Madam Chair.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you, Honorable Tripulca. Honorable, nag-abstain ka? Okay, correct.
Ano ko lang, madam, just for the record, siguro sa i-drop na resolution, i-stress na lang na
Gibo ka.
pigpaliwanag man, but because of the priorities na kay Puan Atindiran, iyon si naging resulta kang si ano ni. I accept the defeat, Madam Chair. No? But we have to come to the decision na okay. I just know kung si nag-iba sa kuya, pero
Okay.
Councilor Vidal Castillo.
Councilor
Gail Abuna.
Gomez.
I thank you.
Ay,
I thank you.
Dahil
Ay, iba man.
Madam Chair, I'm offering a suggestion. They might want to consider electronic yearbook. These are digital, Gen Z students already who are digital natives. Mas ma-appreciate po ninda ang naka-CD,
Okay.
naka-electronic. Rather
Okay,
than,
please,
oo, sa ngunyan haputon mo, pirang tao ang tago pang yearbook ninda. So, hard copy. Naanay na nga ni Garo ang iba.
Thank
So,
you.
pwede pa rin, pwede pong maipadagos yan electronic.
Honorable Gail, please take the suggestion of Honorable Gail, Mr. Aguilar, ESO head. Dahil nagdadangog. Uy, please take the suggestion of Honorable Gail na iyong suggest mo duman sa school na pwede ng electronic.
Yes, Madam Chair, we will consider the
Yes,
suggestion
please
of
consider the-
Councilor Gail Abunal po.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Aguilar. Any other comments? So, motion, okay? Ano ka man?
Thank you.
Dahil sila po ng request. Ang problema, sinabi request, si final board niya, ang priority niya, makuha niya yung yearbook. Ang priority niya, kuwi na. Next time, kung kumamari ka sige, kung naman yung ka sa wakas. Kasi balik ka sa loob, tapos pag napagdang po ang priority mo, kung may kang yearbook, kung hindi kuwi na. So, ano kaya, then ma'am, Madam Chair, ang po kaya mo niya, itong katong graduation sa elementary and high school, takot ko pa sa next year yung dalawang video.
Sige. Thank you, Honorable Vidal. So, the motion of denying the request of Kamhay is denied. Next item. Thank you, Mr. Aguilar and Mr. Mendoza.
The letter dated September 6, 2022, inviting to this regular session Engineer Alexander N. Canning.
Engineer Canning
City
is okay. Engineer Canning is around, our acting city engineer. Kindly take the restroom. Ano ni? Implementation of Ordinance Number 2021-032, paki-flash si kopya. Sa'yo mo yan? Honorable Del Rosario.
I specifically requested update from our city engineer, acting Enro, about yung implementation ng Ordinance 2021-032, and I'm glad that Engineer Canning is here. So, thank you, Engineer, for accepting our request.
Engineer Canning.
Thank you, Madam Chair, and good morning to the members of the Sangguniang Panglungsod. I was tasked to render to you the status report on the implementation of Ordinance 2021-032. Okay. Typically, this is being disseminated to all our applicants for building permit. We do encourage them to have their own rainwater collection system in their household. So, as a support or to give them technical assistance, we do give them this copy to adopt in compliance to the ordinance. Although on the ordinance, they man talaga required ang mga household, but to give them an idea on the rainwater collection system. This system normally cost around 100,000. Kaya it's a added cost on the part of the residential owners. Okay. So on the ordinance, it was mentioned that the following facilities of the city government of Naga be installed with rainwater collection. We have Naga City People's Mall, Abattoir, Naga City Hospital, Infirmary at Carolina City Agriculture Office, Metro Naga. All these are not yet installed with the rainwater collection system, but we are ready at any time to implement. In fact, we have already a program of works on these facilities and the site of the proposed rainwater collection system. Only that we are limited for a budget to implement as compliance to the ordinance. For Naga City People's Mall, medyo day maliwanag. Itong sarong slide para mahiling.
Yan si proposal. That's your proposal.
Yes, Your Honor. Kaya may mga proposal lang kami for those facilities. But we have for City Hall, may identified location na kami, but ang sa nganing nahiling na problema ay kung limitation on the improvement on the City Hall grounds because of the Mariana case. Kaya may sa duwang wings, may duwa po kitang proposed rainwater collection system. Iniyon po si technical details niya. And for City College of Naga, ugaman po yan. All these are just awaiting budget from the budget office so that we can implement this at any time. And also, recently we have completed the construction of San Isidro Satellite Market. This is already provided with rainwater collection system. Ayan po si location ka ito. Next. And Pakol Market, luckily, Your Honors, we have already installed a rainwater collection system also on this nearing completion building.
City Agriculture Office at Nursery, may mga located rainwater collection also. And also in Naga City People's Mall. Iyan na po dyan. Halos tulong wings po kang building. May proposal lang kita for rainwater collection system. Okay, as for the private sector, we are also implementing the green building code of 2015. So there are buildings that are required to comply under green building code. Example, the ongoing construction of SNR at Diversion Road, may rainwater collection system na po siyang i-install. And also with Vista Mall, except for SMC Tinaga and Robinson Malls, but however, we have already given them the notice that makaluway-luway na silang maka-install kay itong rainwater collection facilities. All in all, Your Honors, ang sa mga barangay halls, we have one ongoing construction of barangay hall at Mabolo because of budgetary constraint. We have in our original program of works the rainwater collection system, but however, it was scrapped due to the budget constraint. So, with the program amount of 6 million for Bambolo Barangay Hall, na-reduce mo yan into 5 million. Pighali mo po itong rainwater collection system and some works for the Barangay Hall. But the Office of the City Engineer's Office is ready to implement the ordinance if we are given the necessary funding funding requirement for this facility. Also, we'd like to revisit also the ordinance number 2021-032 that in the ordinance we have created the Rainwater Management Board headed by the City Mayor. Co-chairperson is the SP Chairman on Committee on Environment, and our office is a member of this Rainwater Management Board with the CEPIO as the Secretariat. We have already coordinated with the City Mayor that requesting him to convene the board so that it will now function regularly. However, papalipas lang po itong hectic schedule of the City Mayor so that makapuunang may regular activities ang Rainwater Management Board. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, Honorable Del Rosario.
Thank you, Engineer.
Thank you, Engineer Canning, for the brief but very important presentation. I'm glad, Madam Chair, na yung satellite market sa San Isidro.
Yes,
meron na siya. Then, yung sa Pacol, isusunod na you struck down yung budget sa Mabolo Barangay Hall. Then, may yung SNR na i-construct your office sees to it na mag-comply, then yung Vista Mall. Ang inaano ko lang, engineer, yung sa private pa, yung SM and Robinsons, siguro definitely, Madam Chair, nakaano sila, grabe ang hinuhugot kaning tubig sa Kuyanta. So baka mapasabihan taman, engineer, mapasabihan taman ining duwang darakulang ini. Ang purpose kaning engineer kaya kaning ordinance na kang pigpasar kan sanggunian kan 2021 is we have projected na magkakaigwa ng depletion ang supply kang MNWD. And right now, halos 1 year lang na mamati ta na grabe ang kakulangan ng kuryente. Ini ko ta na, Madam Chair, ang purpose kani si mga government facilities for a start, ito pang pigagamit sa mga CR ta, lalo na sa public market, sa slaughterhouse, igdi sa City Hall, ining tubig uran na pwede tang magamit. Dako lang bawas ni sa kuyan kang MNWD, Kadako na opisinang pwedeng makinabang kani. Of course, kay puwan talang ning pundo talaga. So, ipaprioritize ta. Pero yun po na ang trust kani, Madam Chair, na tabangan ta ang MNWD na dahil gayong maubos o magasto ang sa indang tubig. Kasi kung ngunyan pala nga ni, after 1 year, namati ta na how much more sa masunod na mga taon kung dahil kita mag-give ng mga interventions. And dapat sabayan ini kang private sector. We have this already, this legislative framework. So dapat na maipursige ta ni. And what we need is to pursue diligently ini mga araw kaning mga I thank Madam Chair, Engineer Canning for giving us a short presentation, yet enlightening as to the implementation of this ordinance on rainwater. Hopefully, this effort mag-materialize, mag-come into fruition in the succeeding months or years. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Rosario, and thank you, Mr. Canning. Sa mga private, pwede bang magkaag kayo ng mga rainwater,
Oo.
Okay. Honorable Rosales.
May I ask, Madam Chair, si Engineer Canning, in the enforcement of this ordinance, na sasabaitan na po ba siya sa
Construct ang mga building.
sa mga construction ka mga sige po ba ang mga
Ayun.
private establishments or businesses nagpapakonstruct ng mga building?
Yes.
Pero pwede na ko ta siyang isabay sa pag-approve
duman
kang
sa-
building
oo,
permit
pag-approve
or
kang
si
building
plano?
permit, yes.
I don't think it will take any
Oo.
additional cost. But
Para sa inyo.
yaw naman ng ordinansa and ang sa tuyong objective, marayman, di ko po aram, that's why I'm asking Madam Chair, kung na-enforce na ini sa private sector, especially sa pag-secure ng mga permits
Okay.
for the private sector.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Pabali ba yan duman sa ordinance mo, ang mga araw kayo na business establishment?
Yan sa functions kaya Madam Chair.
Oo.
Nasa functions ka ng is to
Letter D. Encourage city residents.
Baka pwedeng saro yan sa requirement pag nagpakuan ng building permit sa Indo. Or kapag nahihiling na nindo na nagko-construct, masabihan na tulos na magkaag na sinda ng rainwater facility.
Yes, Madam Chair, but it is not included in the city ordinance.
Oo.
But however,
Sa private.
we requested the city mayor to convene the rainwater management board for us also to craft the necessary or appropriate IRR on this. Baka sa IRR, ilaog niyan duman,
Yes.
then ano na siya.
Pero sa
Pwede
munyan, baka pwedeng on your part, aro kang big suggestion ni Honorable Rosales, sabihan na si mga establishment para ma-include na ninda sa
Iyo po,
And
Madam
perhaps,
Chair.
in your ordinance, magtao kita ng garo, incentive ba yan or ano itong mga nagpapakaag ng mga business establishment? Garo, sa inda, pag-recognize duman sa
Madam Chair,
effort nila.
kaya tinatanan taning elbow room ang board nasa letter D to adopt strategies that will extensively promote and advocate. So, pag-crop nila kang IRR, pwede nindang i-itemize yan kung paano ito ma-incentivize.
Paano Dadakulaw talagang tabang ininggo niya, nakakawara-waraan kita ng mga tubig na.
Yes, sir. In fact, Your Honor, itong sinasabi mo pong tax holiday, kung i-implement kayo ng
Oo, pag
ordinance.
nag-implement ka, iba kang
I-consider po in fact, one of the member is our city treasurer.
Oo.
on the board.
Pero tax holiday man na for a year, may ano sinda, may discount or what. Diba? Para sa mga businesses na nagkakaag sa tuya, digdi, tinataan sinda ning ano, para maingganyo si may mga darakulang mga buildings na makaag. And perhaps sa mga private, baka pwedeng mag-ano naman, para dahil kitang gayo na naubusan.
Importante ka ito.
Pero walang pwede ipakumbin na lang ang board.
Yes, and perhaps the suggestion of the members of the Sanggunian will be addressed also by the board. Okay. Thank you, Engineer Ganing. And next item, rules are resumed.
The report of the Committee on Land Use.
Committee on Land Use, Councilor Councilor Del Castillo.
I move for the acknowledgement of the report of the Committee on Land Use.
Your report is acknowledged.
Thank you, Madam Chair. The committee hearing was held September 7. In this connection, Madam Chair, we noted that the representative from the NCCW and the Liga have already incurred 3 consecutive absences. So with that, we recommend that their name be dropped from the membership of the Land Use Committee based on our internal rules of procedure. No. Well, their name should be dropped so that in the determination of quorum in future committee hearings, their name will not appear anymore. That is based on our internal rules of procedure, Madam Chair. And as recommended by members of the committee. So that's the first thing that the committee want to, that the Sangguniang Palan should be informed. So may I proceed with the report, Madam Chair? Item number 1 is
the secretary is instructed to inform.
Yes, Madam Chair. That's why we request that the Secretariat take note of that the Liga representative and the NCCW representative are not anymore members of the Land Use Committee.
Okay, so
until after a name is submitted to the Sangguniang Palunsod.
Naano ko kay Barangay Kagawad Municipal. Okay, thank you, Honorable. The Secretary is so instructed.
Yes. So, item number 1, Madam Chair, is the technical evaluation submitted by the City Planning and Development Coordinator of the document submitted by Mr. Joselito Dayaw, authorized representative of Adolfo Olivan Marketing Corporation, relative to their application for land reclassification of a parcel of land located at Barangay Mabulo, the city, into commercial use. May I proceed directly to this position, Madam Chair? After result of the listing of the adjoining property owner, the committee will recommend to the Sangguniang Palunsod the scheduling of a public hearing on the matter. So we are requesting, during the committee hearing, Madam Chair, we are requesting the City Assessor's Office to identify the property owners of the adjoining property so that we can inform them when we held a public hearing for the purpose of, as stated in the application for reclassification. So with that, Madam Chair, I move that we direct the City Assessor's Office to submit to the Sangguniang Palunsod the list of adjoining property owners for purposes of notification for the intended public hearing for the purpose. So move, Madam Chair.
In a second.
Item number 2 is letter dated August 26, 2022 of Mr. Wilfredo Frillis Jr., City Planning and Development Coordinator, submitting their technical evaluation of the document submitted by Mr. Vicente Oy Magadya for the Mirabel Realty Development Corporation relative to their application for alteration of plans of Mirabel Home Subdivision located at San Felipe, Naga City. Disposition, upon perusal of the technical evaluation submitted by the City Planning and Development Office on the document submitted, the committee finds that the same is complete and in order. So, on motion of Honorable Joselito del Rosario, seconded by Honorable Gil Rosales and Mr. Joselito Barbulino, the committee resolved to recommend to the Sangguniang Panlungsod to pass a resolution approving the application of Mr. Vicente Uy Magadya, President, Maryville Realty Development Corporation, for the alteration of plan of Maryville Homes subdivision located at Barangay San Felipe, this city. So I move, Madam Chair, that we pass a resolution approving the request for alteration of plan.
Honorable Perez, comment or?
Please, Madam Chair. Regarding that item, there were concerns forwarded to this representation by the residents of Maryville Subdivision. May silang objection in the alteration of the commercial of that area for a commercial center. Ang gusto lang din lang siguraduhin na before any development starts, dapat po i-secure sa lugar. Na dati man nakakudal, gated po ang subdivision. So, ang takot nila, baka pag construction, open na ito. Mababaliwala po si pagiging gated, mababaliwala si sa indang entrance gate, and that will put all the residents in jeopardy dahil open na po ang subdivision if the construction starts without first securing the area for that particular purpose. So, hinahagad po nila na i-secure ang area before any construction or development could start in that area.
With that particular concern, Madam Chair, I think we can incorporate that in the resolution approving the request for alteration of plan that, as manifested by the Honorable Perez, that should be one of the whereases in the resolution.
Honorable, thank you, Honorable Perez, Honorable Del Rosario.
Yes, Madam Chair, I'm a member of the committee. I was the one who motioned for its approval at the level. I came late, Madam Chair, but earlier, parabasa ko sa computer ko itong application and my recommendation ng city planning. Dahil ko lang nadangog si manifestation ni punong barangay and yung iba pang other participants. However, today several texts coming from the homeowners nga ni naman siguro sa Maryville na garo dai nadangog si Kweninda si side ninda about yung plano kang kuyan. Saro na nga yan, Madam Chair, yung sa Kudal. It's better talaga, Mr. Chair, ang Chairman, Mr. Councilor Del Castillo, na may bugtak ta sa resolusyon na itong pagmaot kan si mga original homeowners duman na magbugtak ng security yung fence para may sinda, may appropriate security sinda while construction is ongoing. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Del
So,
Rosario.
I think the concern raised by the Honorable Perez and the Honorable Del Rosario is similar in nature. So, we can put that, Madam Chair, in one of the whereases in the resolution approving the application for alteration of plans.
Thank you, Honorable. So, any second to the motion?
Yes.
Any
So,
second to the
I move,
motion?
Madam Chair, because there is still one
Okay. Well,
disposition of the committee.
subject to the...
Dapat makudalan si itong area so that this subdivision will still be secured.
For the safety of the residents. Okay. You may continue. Proper, the motion? You have already made the
So,
motion?
so I move, Madam Chair, that we approve the request, the application with that particular provision in the approval.
Any second to the motion? Okay.
And further, Madam Chair, during the committee hearing, we requested the Office of the City Engineer's Office to look into the concern with regard to the parking area in the proposed development as manifested by the punong barangay of San Felipe, na dapat mayo sa tinampo mag-park kan si mga customer naman sa proposed commercial area. Yes. Yes, siguro additional sa Sarungir as Madam Chair, dapat may sufficient provision for parking area in the development of that place.
Okay, so that part,
Yes, Madam Chair, part of the approval of the application.
okay, thank you, Honorable Del Castillo.
So that ends my report, Madam Chair. Thank you very much.
Honorable Del Castillo. Next item.
The proposed ordinance of Honorable Merrick Hailey Francine Bitripolka establishing a system for annual Naga Inter-Barangay Sports Fest with guidelines and penalties, appropriating funds therefore, and creating a sports trust fund therefore.
Okay, Honorable Tripulca.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Thank you po.
Happy birthday to Councilor Tripulca.
Thank you po. I am already presenting to you a revised copy of the earlier presented ordinance establishing a system for the annual Naga Inter-Barangay Sports Fest with guidelines and penalties, appropriating funds therefore, and creating a sports trust fund. So I have already interchanged creating a sports trust fund and appropriating funds therefore in the title as suggested by Attorney Del Castillo. Should I present this po chapter by chapter?
Dahil naman. Ito lang itong digapot lang during the last session, di ba? There are suggestions na ikag mo na, and there are other matters. Okay, Honorable Del Castillo.
Okay, I agree
Ordinance, Madam Chair, and all my comments was already incorporated in part of the proposal. So I have no objection to the proposed ordinance, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Just for the reasons of transparency, the comments was specifically on Chapter 7 on the funding for the program. Under Section 1, an amount of 3 million shall be added to the annual allocation of the Education, Scholarship, and Sports Fund for the purposes of this ordinance. And on Section 2, Trust Fund, a trust fund shall be created to serve as a depository of all the fines which would be collected. And the funds may only be used for sports activities, preferably the Inter-Barangay Sports Fest activities through proper allocation and funding processes. Are there any other comments?
Honorable Rosales.
First comment, Madam Chair. Actually, pati Grace ko na po initang committee meeting niyo. I wonder why it was still included. Sa protest po, Madam Chair, I suggested na they na i-require na dapat notaryado ang dokumento. Akala po kay Section 4, written protests to be submitted must include an official annex. Sige po sa Chapter 5, Section 4.
Yes po.
Put forth by the committee, in which the full document must also be notarized. Sa iling ko, Madam Chair, there is no need to notarize the document, especially if it's a complaint in violation of our ordinance, ini pong policy set forth for the Inter-Barangay Sports Fest. So, I wonder why, was it just erroneously placed there, or is it really the intent of the author to have the protest notarized before it be entertained?
Opo. Thank you, Madam Chair. If I may, not anymore, Madam Chair, this was an error. This is an error, Madam Chair. This should be omitted from the original, text. So we drop in which the full document must also be notarized. So section 4 will end after the word committee.
Okay. Next comment, Madam Chair. Sa eligibility, Chapter 3, Section 1, nakalag po kaya, first, in exclusive eligibility shall be given to all registered regular and youth voters and residents of Naga City across all competitions. Nakalag po sa letter D, for youth voters, assigned parental consent to participate in the competitions will be required. So youth voters, I had to check, Madam Chair, in the definition of terms. Ang nakalag po sa youth voters, individuals age 15 to 17 years old. So kung ililimit na po dyan, 15 to 17 years old, don't we have participants who are below 15 years old as well? I know may mga mini-midget kita or younger participants. So, are they not required anymore to submit a signed parental consent? Kasi nakalagay for youth voters, 15 to 17 years old, a signed parental consent to participate in the competitions will be required.
Yes, Madam Chair. If I may again. The ratio po dito is yung for the submission of the request for the requirement to check the eligibility, since regular voters po are already required to present their voter's certificate or IDs. Yung man po mga 15 to 17 are SK voters. So we're referring to SK voters here po. So again, I think this should be changed to SK voters, or we add po another definition for 15 and under po.
Pwede ito po, siguro Madam Chair, I may suggest, instead of placing youth voters, I think ang intention po kang author is to require this signed parental consent to minor participants, si mga 17 below, 17 under. So for minor participants, assigned parental consent to participate in the competition under this ordinance. Kung yan po ang intention, nagabos talaga na minor participants should have a parental consent. So may I confer, Madam Chair, with the author if that is indeed the intent.
Yes po. Actually po, for minors aged 17 and under po, there should be a parental consent that must be submitted po in order for them to be admitted po in the tournament.
So siguro, to be consistent na lang po, Madam Chair, sa first part, exclusive eligibility shall be given to all registered regular voters, registered regular and youth voters, and resident. Sige, okay na po siguro yun, Madam Chair. Ang inisip ko kaya itong mga 15 and under who are also participating in the inter-barangay, but nakalagman and residents of Naga City. So I add my discourse. Thank you po. If the voter will already incorporate my suggestions.
Sorry, your suggestion po was to?
Ito pong letter D, for minor participants, assigned parental consent, and itanggal na po itong notarized document as a requirement for protest.
Okay po. For minor, the first one po, Madam Chair, has already been addressed. For the second one po, siguro we change youth voters to minor voters, or voters or minors.
Kasi po, Madam Chair, I was suggesting minor participants.
Ay, sorry.
Minor participants siguro, because Di pa may yata nagboboto ang
Tama.
below.
We ano po pala, sorry po. We retain po section, letter D talaga, youth voters po. Because there are voters who are 15 to 17 who are SK voters po. And then we add na lang po another definition for minors that we will require parental consent po for them to be able to participate in the competition. If that's okay na din po sa nag-suggest. Attorney Rosales.
Okay, any other comment? None?
Opo. Because legally, Madam Chair, we call voters who are 15 to 17 youth voters po. So I would like to retain that po, letter D. So add na lang po after letter D, letter E, for minors po, assign parental consent will be required from them po in order to participate in the competition po.
Apa? Finalize. Okay, motion. Pa-finalize pa garo niya. So, please include that in the final. Okay. So, anyway, you can incorporate that in the, when you submit the final copy of the ordinance. Honorable Del Rosario, the youth representative. Kailan tayo naikag?
Sorry po, nag-focus ako kay Attorney Del Castillo.
Nalingaw siya, kaya sige.
Thank you, Madam Chair. They are
Okay, thank you. No, please include that in your, Teka na muna mag-date.
Apo. I move, Madam Chair, to approve my proposed ordinance on second reading po.
Okay, second approve. Tayo muna mag-date. Tapusin mo muna yan. Next item.
The letter dated September 6, 2022 from Mr. Willie Prilles of CPDO endorsing
Mr.
for
Prilles.
ratification the MOA between the city and Ateneo de Naga University on the implementation of disaster resilient and self-sustaining house community group and resilience development innovations, research and community development project.
Mr. Pilius is not around. Honorable Del Castillo.
Subject MOA was already authorized, previously authorized by this body. And can we see the MOA itself, whether it is already duly notarized?
Notarized na.
Si
Tin, paki-ano mo, paki-scroll. Pero iyo na. Oh, yun.
yes, Madam Chair, it has already acknowledged before a notary public. So with that, I move that we pass a resolution ratifying the said memorandum of agreement.
Okay, thank you. Before that, yaw na po tabi sige ang commitment do sa boyfriend ni Kylie, yaw tabi ang ina sa likod. Nagdadamo. So next item.
The endorsement dated September 2, 2022 from the Honorable City Mayor forwarding for ratification the MOA between the city and the Department of Health Camarines Treatment and Rehab Center Intensive Outpatient Program relative to the extension or the implementation of extensive outpatient program of persons who use drugs.
Okay, Honorable Ranyola.
Well, this is about the ratification of the resolution
Paki-ano po notarize. Tin,
entered into between
Damoa.
the Department of Health and the local government of Naga. It's already authorized, Madam Chair. So may I move to pass a resolution ratifying the Memorandum of Understanding between the Department of Health, Camarines Sur Treatment and Rehabilitation Center, Intensive Outpatient Program, and the City Government of Naga relative to the extension of the implementation of Intensive Outpatient Program of persons who use drugs. So move, Madam Chair.
Second, it's already 12:25. Would you like to take a lunch break? Break kasi halaba pa. Halaba pa. And may dara na tabi si ina ni Kylie. Ning pagkakan. So we take a break. Lunch.